Drive Impact is performed by pressing both Heavy Punch and Kick at the same time. It has 2 points of armor that cannot be broken with Sweep, making it difficult to contest. Using Drive Impact in neutral can be strong when predicting that your opponent will do a non-special cancelable move. However, even if they do a special cancelable move, they may react outside of the cancel window, especially if you start the Drive Impact late. Even with the potential to miss a cancel window, it is significantly safer to use special cancelable pokes in neutral so that you can counter Drive Impact. This can even be done by just throwing out light punches in the mid to close range, or even many stand heavy punches in the mid to long range. Make sure to use the best poke for the range you're in. Also keep in mind that it's armored, not invincible, so even if you counter Drive Impact, you could lose a round to it. Drive Impact becomes strong against characters that have no strong neutral pokes that are special cancelable, or rely on special moves that control space. If you don't know which of your pokes are special cancelable, go into training mode and then turn on the special cancel window display and test out each button standing and crouching. If you have no fireball or good projectile invul move, then this can be a strong mid-range option. Just make sure you don't overuse it. Instead, use it to put fear in them, making them hesitant to use their specials or non-special cancelable moves, restricting their options or forcing them to focus on Drive Impact, adding to their mental stack. Keep in mind, many zoners have either feints, grabs, or other ways to bait out Drive Impact. Neutral jumping in the mid-range is strong since it can avoid Drive Impact, Drive Rush into button, and Fireball while potentially punishing them for the commitment. Also, jumping forward can avoid both drive options and punish fireballs. Just be careful, especially if they prove they can anti-air well. Be careful when using Drive Impact against characters with armor, since they may tank the hit and get a high damage punish. Instead, use your quick pokes, sweeps, or lows if the armor loses to lows. Retreating moves like Blanka Ball may recover out of range, so rather than reacting with Drive Impact, you can try to poke it out before it reaches you, or Perfect Parry, though these are difficult and take a lot of practice. For a safer option, you can react with jumping back and try to punish with a falling button. Drive Impact in the corner is unblockable, causing a wall splat. Drive Impact can be used as a reset if the opponent is left standing. Even trying to jump out is not enough to escape. They will either have to counter with a Drive Impact of their own, or do a reversal super. DPs will generally be tanked by the armor, and then still lead to a punish counter. Since you can fit in Drive Impact anywhere you could do a special move, they may try to punish a gap into special move, so make sure to mix up between fast recovery moves and moves that can be used to extend pressure to keep them on their toes. For example, JP can cancel into 236 Heavy Punch, which is +4, giving him more pressure, but is vulnerable to Drive Impact. So instead he could do 236 Light Kick, which lets him recover and counter Drive Impact, however that loses to block since it's punishable. Or he could go straight into Command Grab, or even use the threat of Special Cancel to use as an opportunity to reset his string and do a Strike Throw mix-up. This becomes even scarier once the opponent is burned out and in the corner. It becomes nearly inescapable, except that they can use an invincible super to avoid the unblockable. On top of it being harder to escape, if they get hit, they become stunned, letting resource characters build a resource before going in for an optimized jump-in combo. Thank you for watching.